Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss the capacity of deterministic channel in wireless communication. This video covers the topics Introduction to deterministic channel, different types of antenna configuration used in wireless communication. We will see four types: single input, single output, single input, multiple output, multiple input, single output, and multiple input, multiple output. Next, we will see the block diagram of MIMO system. After that, we will discuss some basics of information theory related to capacity calculation like entropy, mutual information, etc. Then, we will see the relation between system capacity and mutual information. After that, we will derive the capacity of deterministic channel in a single input, single output system. For that, we will derive the equation of mutual information and noise differential entropy. Finally, we will derive the capacity of deterministic channel for MIMO, single input, multiple output, and multiple input, single output configurations. First, introduction to deterministic channel. There are many types of channel in digital communication system. They are noiseless channels, deterministic channels, symmetric channels, random channels, etc. Here we are going to see what is meant by a deterministic channel. For this type of channel, one can easily determine which symbol is to be received at the receiver. It is represented by a channel matrix with only one non-zero element in each row. This element must be unity. So, sum of elements in every row must be 1. An example of channel diagram for a deterministic channel is shown in figure. From this figure, it is clear that which output symbol will be received for a given source symbol. See the channel matrix for this example. Number of rows represents number of input symbols and number of columns represents the number of output symbols. There are 5 input symbols and 3 output symbols in this example. So, the channel matrix is a 5 cross 3 matrix. The channel matrix has 3 columns. The first column represents the output Y1 and second column represents output Y2. The third column represents the output Y3. So, when X1 is transmitted, Y1 is received. See, in the first row, there is unit value only for Y1. Now, see the second symbol X2. When X2 is transmitted, Y1 is received. Here also we have entry at Y1. And for the third symbol X3, Y2 is received. Hence, we have entry only at the second column. Similarly, for X4 and X5, Y3 is received. There is unit value at the third column for both X4 and X5. Hence, each row we have only one non-zero element and the element is 1. So, sum of elements in every row must be unity. Now, we will see the different types of antenna configuration used in wireless communication. First one is SISO, single input, single output. This system uses only one antenna at the transmitter as well as at the receiver. Generally, number of transmitting antenna is denoted by the symbol MT and number of receiving antenna is denoted by the symbol MR. For SISO, MT is equal to 1 and MR is equal to 1. Means only one transmitting antenna and one receiving antenna is used. Second type is SIMO, single input multiple output, which uses a single transmitting antenna and multiple receiving antennas. Here MT is equal to 1 and MR receiving antennas are used. Next, MISO, multiple input single output, where multiple antennas are used at the transmitter, means MT transmitting antennas and only one antenna is used at the receiver. MR is equal to 1. And the last but very important channel configuration is MIMO, multiple input multiple output, where multiple antennas are used at both the transmitter and receiver. We will consider MT transmitting antennas at the transmitter and MR receiving antennas at the receiver. In MIMO, capacity increases linearly with the number of antennas. If the transmit and receive antenna elements are independent and identically distributed, IID, independent and identically distributed. If the elements are IID, then the capacity increases linearly. As the number of antenna increases, the capacity also increases. So, MIMO provides increased link capacity and spectral efficiency combined with improved link reliability. Now, we are going to discuss some basics of MIMO system. Figure shows the block diagram of MIMO system. Here, MT transmitting antennas are used at the transmitter and MR receiving antennas are used at the receiver. Hence, MT signals are transmitted from the transmitter and the input is represented as a vector. Here, S represents the transmitted vector or matrix, which is a MT cross 1 matrix, means it has empty rows and one column. It has only one column, then it is a column matrix. The elements of S are assumed to be independent and identically distributed, that is IID, so that we can maximize the capacity. Next, come to the channel. There are two cases about the channel. First case, channel is unknown at the transmitter, means the transmitter do not have any information about the channel. Case 1, the channel is unknown at the transmitter, means the transmitter do not have any information about the channel. So, in this case, we assume the signal transmitted from each antenna have equal power, because the transmitter do not have any idea about the channel. So, it simply divides the power equally to all the transmitting antennas. Another case is the channel parameters are known at the transmitter. Here the transmitter have full idea about the channel. So, more power is allocated to the channel that is in good condition and less or no power is transmitted to the bad channels. Channel matrix is denoted by H. It is a MR cross MT matrix. MR represents number of receiving antennas and MT represents the number of transmitting antennas. The elements of H are denoted by Hij, called fading coefficient, from jth transmitting antenna to the ith receiving antenna. In case of deterministic channels, signal attenuation, antenna gains are ignored and we assume the received power for each of the received antennas is equal to the transmitted power. Then N denotes the noise at the receiver, which is a MR cross 1 column matrix. Therefore, the received vector Y can be written as Y is equal to Hs plus N. H is the channel matrix, S is the transmitted vector and N is the noise vector. To derive the capacity of wireless channel, we have to know some basics of information theory. It provides a quantitative measure of the information contained in a message signal. It is used to determine the capacity of communication system to transfer information from source to destination. First, we have to know what is entropy. Entropy means a measure of uncertainty. It's a measure of amount of information required on the average to describe the random variable. For example, if a source generates some symbols x1, x2, etc. up to xn with unequal probability, then average amount of uncertainty associated with the source x can be determined and is denoted by h of x. H of x is equal to summation I is equal to 1 to n p of xi log 1 by p of xi, where n represents the number of symbols generated and p of xi represents the probability of occurrence of the particular symbol. Next, to derive the capacity, mutual information is another important parameter. It is the amount of information that one random variable contains about another random variable. Consider the set of symbols x1, x2, etc. up to xn generated at the transmitter, and the receiver may receive y1, y2, etc. up to ym due to noise or jamming. The amount of information that yi provides about xi is called mutual information between xi and yi. In terms of entropy, it can be written as I of x semicolon y is equal to h of x minus h of y given x. This is the representation of mutual information. I of x semicolon y and h of x is the source entropy of x and h of y given x is the conditional entropy. Or simply, it can also say that mutual information is the reduction in uncertainty of one random variable due to the knowledge of another random variable. Now, let us see about system capacity. It is the maximum possible transmission rate such that the probability of error is arbitrarily small. For the negligible probability of error or very small probability of error, maximum transmission rate is known as capacity. It's a major performance measure of digital communication system. If transmission rate is larger than the capacity, then the receiver makes decoding errors with a non-negligible probability. So, transmission rate should be less than or equal to capacity for error-free transmission. So, for any type of channel, the capacity can be defined as the maximum of mutual information. C is equal to maximum of I of S semicolon Y, where S is the transmitted vector and Y is the received vector. So, this is the relation between capacity and mutual information. Capacity is the maximum of mutual information. C is equal to maximum of I of S semicolon Y, where I of S semicolon Y is the mutual information between vectors S and Y, and F of S is the probability distribution of the vector S. Now, we can derive the equation of mutual information for any type of channel in wireless communication. We know that the mutual information can be written as h of y minus h of y given s, where s is the transmitted vector and y is the received vector. So, the mutual information can be written in terms of entropy I of S semicolon of Y is equal to H of Y minus H of Y given S, where H of Y is the entropy of vector Y and H of Y given S is the entropy of Y given the knowledge of the vector S, or simply we can say H of Y given S is conditional entropy. Now put Y is equal to Hs plus N. We know that the received vector Y is equal to Hs plus N. H is the channel matrix, S is the transmitted vector and N is the noise added at the receiver. It is also a column matrix. Now this equation can be reduced to H of Y minus H of N given S. Here we have assumed the channel is perfectly known at the receiver. Already we have discussed about two cases. The channel is known at the transmitter and the channel is unknown at the transmitter. Here we have assumed the channel is unknown at the transmitter but perfectly known at the receiver. So the receiver has the perfect knowledge of the channel. The receiver know about H. So there is no uncertainty between H's given S. There is no uncertainty in H's given S. So that term becomes 0. This equation becomes I of S semicolon of Y is equal to H of Y minus H of N given S. And this equation can be further reduced to H of N given S is equal to H of N if N and S are independent. N is the noise vector, S is the transmitted vector. Here we have assumed N is independent of S. So if N and S are independent, we can write H of N given S as H of N. Now we have assumed N as a zero mean Gaussian random variable. The probability density function can be written as Fn of n is equal to 1 by pi sigma n square e power minus n square by sigma n square, where sigma n square is the variance of noise and we have assumed the mean as 0. Now we have the equation of mutual information. Mutual information is equal to H of Y minus H of N. So we have to derive the equation of H of Y and H of N. H of N is known as noise differential entropy. For a continuous random variable, it can be determined using this equation minus integral Fn of n log Fn of n dn. We know that Fn of n is equal to 1 by pi sigma n square e power minus n square by sigma n square. So put Fn of n as 1 by pi sigma n square into e power minus n square by sigma n square. So here this equation becomes minus integral Fn of n into log to the base 2 1 by pi sigma n square into e power minus n square by sigma n square. This is in the form log a by b. A is equal to e power minus n square by sigma n square and b is equal to pi sigma n square. So we can write log a by b as log a minus log b. Log a becomes log to the base 2 e power minus n square by sigma n square. We can further reduce that equation to n square by sigma n square into log e minus log to the base 2 pi sigma n square dn. Next, minus into minus plus, and this is a constant term. Log e to the base 2 divided by sigma n square integral n square f of n dn, and minus into minus plus log to the base 2 pi sigma n square integral this fn of n dn. Now this is the equation for variance. We know that expected value of x square is equal to integral x square into f of x dx, which is the expression of variance. So we can write this equation as expected value of n square, which is the variance of noise. It's denoted by sigma n square. And the total probability is equal to 1. So this term becomes 1. So this equation is reduced to log E divided by sigma n square into sigma n square. So sigma n square and sigma n square get cancelled. This term becomes log E to the base 2. And here the total probability is 1. So this term becomes 1. And the second term becomes log pi sigma n square to the base 2. Now it is in the form log A plus log B. We can write this as log AB. Similarly, we can find the expression of h of y as log to the base 2 pi e sigma y square, where sigma y square is the variance of the received signal. We are going to derive the capacity of deterministic channel for different antenna configuration. First, we are going to derive the capacity for single input, single output antenna configuration. For that, we need to calculate the received average signal power. It is denoted by sigma y square, which is equal to expected value of y into y conjugate. We know that y is equal to hs plus n and y conjugate is h conjugate into s conjugate plus n conjugate. This product gives 4 different terms. The first term is expected value of h into h conjugate into s conjugate, and expected value of s into s conjugate is the variance of the transmitted signal, and h into h conjugate is equal to modulus h square. We know that only one signal is transmitted and one signal is received. H into h conjugate is equal to modulus h square. And the second term is expected value of h into s into n conjugate. The third term is expected value of n into h conjugate into s conjugate. These second and third term becomes 0 because signal s is uncorrelated with all the elements in n. The fourth term is expected value of n into n conjugate, which is the variance of noise. So now we can calculate the capacity of single input, single output channel. We know the relation between capacity and mutual information. C is equal to maximum of mutual information. So here only one signal is transmitted and only one signal is received. So capacity equal to mutual information. C is equal to h of y minus h of n. H of y is equal to log to the base 2 pi e sigma y square minus log to the base 2 pi e sigma n square. Put the value of sigma y square, h square, sigma s square plus sigma n square. Now it's in the form log a minus log b. It can be written as log a by b. While simplifying, we'll get log to the base 2 1 plus sigma s square by sigma n square into h square, where sigma s square is the signal power, sigma n square is the noise power. So it is the expression for signal to noise ratio. This sigma s square divided by sigma n square is SNR, signal power divided by noise power. If we assume h square is equal to 1 and signal power is equal to Es and noise power is N0, then the capacity of single input, single output channel becomes C is equal to log to the base 2 1 plus Es by N0. In single input, single output system, only one signal is transmitted and one signal is received. So, the capacity is measured in terms of variance of signal. But in case of multiple antenna system, more than one signal is transmitted. So, the transmitted signal is represented in terms of vector or matrix, so that the capacity is measured in terms of covariance matrix. The covariance matrix for a transmitted signal is denoted by RSS. This parameter is same as that of sigma S square in case of SiSO. It is denoted by expected value of S into S Hermitian. This H represents the Hermitian operation, which is the matrix transpose conjugate. It is also known as conjugate transpose. For the transmitted signal, RSS is equal to ES by MT into IMT. Here we have assumed the channel is unknown at the transmitter. Means the transmitter has no idea about the channel. So, the transmitter equally divides the power to all the transmitting antennas. It is denoted by ES by MT, and IMT is the identity matrix. ES is the power across the transmitter, MT is number of transmitting antennas. So, the average power is ES by MT, and IMT is the identity matrix, has size MT cross MT. Next, the covariance matrix for the receiver noise is denoted by RNN, which is equal to expected value of N into N Hermitian. If there is no correlation between components of N, the covariance matrix RNN can be written as N0 into IMR, where N0 is the noise power and IMR is the MR cross MR identity matrix. So, using this equations, we can find the covariance matrix for the received signal also. RYY is equal to expected value of Y into Y Hermitian, which is equal to expected value of Y is equal to HS plus N. In case of MIMO, the signal power ES is equally shared among the transmitting antennas, so that it is root of ES by MT into HS plus N, and the conjugate term becomes root of ES by MT into HS plus N Hermitian. So, here also this product gives 4 different terms. The first term is expected value of root of ES by MT into root of ES by MT, which is equal to ES by MT, and HS into H Hermitian and S Hermitian. The second term is root of ES by MT HS into N Hermitian, plus the third term expected value of root of ES by MT H into S into N. The fourth term is expected value of N into N Hermitian. These two terms become 0 because the signal S is uncorrelated with all the elements of N. So, these two terms becomes 0. So, RYY is equal to ES by MT is constant. Expected value of S into S Hermitian is the covariance matrix of the transmitted signal RSS into H into H Hermitian, plus expected value of N into N Hermitian represents the covariance matrix for the noise. It is denoted by RNN. So, the covariance matrix of the received signal is equal to ES by MT H into H Hermitian RSS plus RNN. We can derive the capacity of MIMO system in terms of covariance matrix of the received signal and covariance matrix of the noise vector. We know the equation of capacity C is equal to maximum of mutual information, And we know the equation of mutual information in terms of entropy, which is equal to h of y minus h of n. H of y is equal to log to the base 2 determinant of pi e into ryy. In case of SiSO, it was log to the base 2 pi e sigma y square. In SiSO, only one signal is transmitted and one signal is received. So that we have used variance of that signal. But here, more than one signal is transmitted or received. So it is represented in terms of covariance matrix. Since matrix is used, we used determinant operation, which is the determinant of DET represents the determinant of the matrix. Similarly, for h of n is equal to log to the base 2 determinant of pi e into Rnn. In case of SiSO, it was log to the base 2 pi e sigma n square. Now, put the value of Ryy, which is equal to Es by Mt h into h Hermitian Rss plus Rnn. Now, simplify this equation. This is in the form log A minus log B. We can write this as log A by B. So, this pi e and pi e get cancelled, and here for the first term it is Es by Mt h into h Hermitian Rss divided by Rnn. I have written the division in terms of multiplication, which is Rnn power minus 1, and for the second term it is Rnn divided by Rnn, which is equal to 1. It is represented in terms of identity matrix of size MR cross MR. Now, we can use Rnn is equal to n0 into IMR. Here Rnn power minus 1 is used. So, the Rnn power minus 1 is equal to 1 by n0 into IMR. So, see here Es by Mt into Rss h into h Hermitian, instead of Rnn power minus 1, I have used divided by n0 into IMR. Rss divided by IMR is equal to Rss, because any matrix divided by identity matrix gives the same matrix. So, here Es by Mt into n0 into Rss h into h Hermitian plus IMR. So, the capacity of MIMO system can be written as maximum of TR of Rss, means trace of Rss is equal to Mt, which is the power constraint. Here we have assumed equal power is shared among the transmitting antennas. So, the average power TR of Rss is equal to Mt is taken as a power constraint. So, capacity is equal to maximum of trace of Rss is equal to Mt log to the base 2 determinant of IMR plus Es by Mt into n0 Rss into h Hermitian. Similarly, capacity of single input multiple output system can be calculated using the same procedure. Single input multiple output channel uses only one transmitting antenna, means Mt is equal to 1 and MR receiving antennas. The channel matrix H is a column matrix of size MR cross 1. It has MR rows and only one column. We know the equation of MIMO system capacity. C is equal to maximum of trace of Rss is equal to Mt log to the base 2 determinant of IMR plus Es by Mt into n0 Rss into h Hermitian. If the channel is unknown at the transmitter all the elements of S are statistically independent, hence RSS become the identity matrix IMT, and H into H Hermitian is equal to summation I is equal to 1 to MR HI square. In case of SASO, it was simply H square, but here MR receiving antennas are used, so H into H Hermitian is equal to summation I is equal to 1 to MR into HI square. Now we can derive the capacity of single input multiple output system. C is equal to log to the base 2. Here we have assumed channel is unknown at the transmitter, so it becomes log 2 determinant of IMR is the identity matrix. It can be denoted by 1 plus ES by N0 and MT is equal to 1. RSS is also an identity matrix which is 1, and H into H Hermitian is equal to summation I is equal to 1 to MR into HI square. If the channel matrix elements are equal, means H1 square is equal to H2 square is equal to HMR square is equal to 1, then the summation becomes 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus etc. up to MR times 1. So this equation becomes MR. So C is equal to log 2 determinant of 1 plus MR into ES by N0. So from this equation, we know that in single input multiple output, the capacity is increased logarithmically when compared to single input single output system. In single input single output system, the capacity is log to the base 2 1 plus ES by N0. But here, depending on the number of receiving antennas, the capacity is increased logarithmically. Here we have assumed the channel is unknown at the transmitter, and the knowledge of the channel at the transmitter provides no additional benefit. Finally, the capacity of multiple input single output system can be calculated using the same procedure. Multiple input single output system uses only one receiving antenna, MR is equal to 1, and MT transmitting antennas. The channel matrix H is a row matrix of size 1 cross MT. It has only one row and MT columns. We know the equation of MIMO system capacity. C is equal to maximum of trace of RSS is equal to MT log to the base 2 determinant of IMR plus ES by MT into N0 RSS into H Hermitian. If the channel is unknown at the transmitter, means all the elements of S are statistically independent, hence RSS become the identity matrix IMT, and this product H into H Hermitian is equal to summation J is equal to 1 to MT Hj square. Here MT transmitting antennas are used, so this product becomes summation J is equal to 1 to MT Hj square. Now the channel capacity of single input multiple output system C can be written as log to the base 2 determinant of 1 plus ES by MT into N0 into summation J is equal to 1 to MT Hj square. Instead of RSS, IMT is used, and H into H Hermitian is equal to summation J is equal to 1 to MT Hj square. If the channel matrix elements are equal, means H1 square is equal to H2 square is equal to etc. up to HMT square is equal to 1, then C becomes log to the base 2 determinant of 1 plus ES by MT into N0 into MT. Here this summation becomes MT when H1 square is equal to H2 square is equal to up to HMT square is equal to 1. Because 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus MT times 1. So this summation becomes MT. So this MT and this MT get cancelled. This equation becomes 1 plus ES by N naught. So this is the capacity of single input multiple output system. C is equal to log to the base 2 determinant of 1 plus ES by N naught, which is same as the capacity of single input single output system. So in multiple input single output, capacity is not increased when the channel is unknown at the transmitter. So if we assume the channel is unknown at the transmitter, there is no change in the capacity when compared to single input single output system. But if the channel is known to the transmitter will weight the weights depending on the channel coefficients, and the capacity is increased logarithmically when compared to single input single output system. So in this video we have discussed the capacity of deterministic channel for different antenna configuration with the assumption of no knowledge of channel at the transmitter. Also, we have derived the capacity for each category. In case of single input single output, the capacity C is equal to log to the base 2 1 plus ES by N naught. When compared to SISO, the capacity of single input multiple output and multiple input multiple output increases as the number of receiving antenna increases. With the assumption of no knowledge of channel at the transmitter, there is no increase in MISO capacity when compared to SISO. But with the assumption of knowledge of channel at the transmitter, there is no change in the SIMO capacity and there is an increase in MISO capacity when compared to single input single output system. Thanks for watching.